Hey guys, it's Wahima, but just call me Wah. Melanated! Welcome to another episode of my recap / review of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. This episode is specifically about Nicole and Azan. Let's jump right into it. Okay, so where we left them off with the tell-all is that they were planning on getting married within 2 weeks. Robbalee was very skeptical about whether or not they were going to get married, and their whole storyline on the tell-all was just so weird and suspect, but they presented a very unified front for the cameras. But when we get to Morocco, the producers, when they're scheduled to talk to them, cannot get in contact with them. They go to the apartment door and knock and knock and knock and knock and knock. No one answers. The Moroccan producer calls Azan's aunt and asks hey, what's up? What's going on? And she's like, we haven't been able to get in contact with them. So we know something is up. It turns out that they've called off the wedding. This is already after Nicole goes to the dressmaker and looks at dresses and jewelry. This is after they have gone to the hall in which they're going to have the wedding. And Azan is explaining to Nicole that weddings are a very big deal, which is why his sister is so involved in paying and putting down for stuff and inviting people. It's a huge deal in Morocco. And I cannot believe that Azan is letting this go on. I cannot even believe he is keeping up with this farce. It is insane. It turns out it's gonna cost $500 a table, and they want to have 10 or 15 tables of people to show up. All of those gowns are gonna be very expensive. This is turning into a very expensive wedding. When the producers finally hunt them down and get them to talk, they are we're not having the wedding. We found that it was best for us to wait because we don't have the money right now. We'd rather put the money towards something else. And Nicole seems very not Nicole. Normally she's the one who's pushing for things and fighting for things and speaking her mind. And Azan is the one who's stuttering and doesn't know how to say something. But in this, Azan was happy to say the wedding is off and, it's not the right time. And that's just the end of it. Nicole was just well, we've decided that it's best for us to not have the wedding, I guess. So he put his foot down. And something has happened. And we don't know what's going on. So she calls Robbalee to tell Robbalee not to come and that the wedding is off, and to tell the rest of the family for her not to come. And Robbalee is Nicole, no, I'm coming. You can't do this. I need to get to the bottom of this. She comes to Morocco, and it turns out that they have taken the $6,000 that Nicole has saved up and put it towards buying a makeup shop. Is it a beauty salon? What is it? But apparently it's big in Morocco, and the area in which they live in, they don't have one, and they think there's a huge market for, I guess, black eyeliner and mascara. A makeup shop? Sephora? What are they trying to do? Because I don't know is it just the Walgreens section? Is it just what kind of makeup? I'm so confused. A makeup shop? Is it gonna be on the Sephora level, or is it gonna just be a store that just basically has the Walgreens beauty section? What are they putting together? What has Azan spent Nicole's $6,000 on? $6,000, you guys? He's put it into some kind of shop, and so Robbalee is where are your receipts? I need you to prove to me. Oh, by the way, you guys, I am folding laundry. Let me see this shop. She calls Papa Joe. Papa Joe's that's BS. There's no shop. There probably isn't anything. What does he spend her money on? Or maybe there is a shop, but he won't legally marry Nicole. He could just legally marry her. That way she would have actual ownership in the shop, but because she's not a Moroccan citizen, she doesn't have ownership in the shop. And he says this to producers, so it's better if the shop is in my name. And Nicole's just sitting by him, looking somewhat confident in this situation. And now there is nothing that she can do but ride this out. She only, if she didn't know about the shop, and she didn't know that he had already spent the money on the wedding on the shop, and now she just has to save face. I really feel sorry for her, but she's doing her best to save face. She's not going to get on camera and say that this man stole money from her and just went on ahead and did what he needed to do, and then now won't marry her legally. Or she just really is that naive and really was just thinking that, everything's going to work out. And Robbalee at this point is just I got to let her fall, because I'm trying to tell her over and over again that this is what's happening, and she does not believe me. So I just have to let her. Robbalee has better resolve than me, because if that were my child, I wouldn't talk to them. I don't know that I'd be able to speak to them, but Robbalee is a better parent than I think I would ever be. She has the most patience for Nicole, patience that I'm just like, I would never have that. I would just not talk to my daughter until she got her head out of her butt. No, Robbalee's right, I guess, sorting her daughter. Enabling a little bit, you know, definitely enabling. $6,000 on a shop and there's no evidence of it. And then he won't legally marry her so she could at least have some kind of stake in it. So really it's just all his. She's there for 90 days on a tourist visa and she has to come home $6,000 poorer on a business that her name isn't even on in a foreign country with a man who won't even marry her. That conversation with Wafa, like, I would not even talk to my brother anymore. She's just like, you're crazy. And then Nicole pretends to have to go to the bathroom so she doesn't have to have the conversation with Wafa. That whole situation, you guys, it is insane. It is insane. What are we gonna do? This is crazy. Like, the plot thickens so much with Nicole and Azan that I'm starting to not be as angry with Nicole because it's gotten to the point where I'm just like, girl, you did this to yourself. And I'm right here for that ride. And this is like, she's like a cautionary tale. She literally is Danielle 2.0. She literally is Danielle. Speaking of Danielle, what now? Oh my God, you guys. Like, Danielle drove 6 hours to meet this guy who didn't even answer the doorbell when she got there. I don't get, man. Why give her your real address? Why tell her that you want to see her? Why do all this if you're just gonna make her look stupid when she gets there? And she blames Muhammad for that. Like, Muhammad is the reason for her string of bad luck. I'm like, girl, no. It's you being a little bit crazy and like believing the lies of these guys is what's got you in this position. How did Muhammad contribute to that? You haven't even talked to him in 6 months or whatever. Yeah, isn't that crazy, you guys? That's all I gotta say about Nicole and Azan. I just needed to take a moment to have like their little bit about it, but it is like intense. It's intense, and he's completely scamming her and using her. And even if it didn't start off as that, it's now turned into that. And he does not want to marry her. Ever. Ever. Producers asked him, and he's like, no. You know, she's like, how many months? And he's like, many, many months. And she's just like, okay, well, we'll wait. She's thinking it's less than a year. What if he said like 300 months? 300 months, that's how long it's gonna take. Like, at this point, she's just really, really wishing on that star. You know what I'm saying? She is in her own Disney movie and she is hoping and praying on Jiminy Cricket and the North Star that he isn't going to do exactly what everyone around her has been telling her that he's done. And so that's why she's saving face this way. Because if she at least pretends like right now everything is okay and that he's gonna eventually do what he says, that maybe it'll happen. She closes her eyes and wishes real hard that it's not gonna happen. But the truth is that whether or not he meant to do it from the very beginning, whether or not it just turned out that way, Azan played her for $6,000, and now $6,000 of her money is put into a business in a country that she's not a citizen of. I'm sure there's no legal recourse that she could actually go into and actually get her money back because she doesn't have the money to do that legal recourse. Like, it's crazy. That makeup company better flourish. Better do such good things for his family. He better be able to pay his sister back because he is a flake and a terrible person just like Nicole. His poor family. I hope they got some kind of money from TLC. I hope TLC is paying for some of this. I'm so like, just flabbergasted. Like, I can't believe I just witnessed this. Can you believe we just witnessed this, you guys? Damn, he could have at least married her. I just was, poor May. Poor May. Calling him daddy. Robbalee has been to Morocco twice in 90 days. Like, how much money has her and Papa Joe spent on that? I love her. I love Robbalee. I mean, she is sticking with her daughter through thick and thin, and she is being the best mom that she knows how to be it all enabling. But like, oh Lord, did TLC pay for anybody's flights? Like, the amount of money in this whole situation has got me so nervous that I just don't know. Like, I don't know how to behave. It's just so much money lost. Alright, you guys, so that's the end of this episode. Let me know what you thought of the situation down below. Are you as shocked and blown away as I am? Do you feel sorry for Nicole? How do you feel about Azan? Like, if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to consider becoming a Patreon patron, please click the link down below. It really does help. You can give as little or as much as you want. Just think of it as a little tip for your girl if you want to give me a little something extra besides your view and your like and your comment. and I thank you so much for it, and I will continue to elevate my equipment and get new stuff and put that money back into Just Call Me Wah. And if I get merchandise and stuff, you guys will get stuff for free. Do not worry. I want to thank all my Patreon patrons for helping me get this wonderful ring light. I am absolutely loving it, and it's making the post-production of filming these things so much easier because my lighting isn't crazy. All right, you guys, have a fantastic day. Bye.